Atlanta is shutting down a homeless encampment that has been at the center of some controversy. What's next for the people who were living there? We want to welcome you back into the news at 4 as we come up on 4:30.
That's right. I'm Ron Jones. You know, the city of Atlanta just shut down the old Wheat Street homeless encampment today.
That's right. 11 Alive's Marissa Sarback is joining us live from that neighborhood, Marissa, in Old Fourth Ward, where that cleanup just wrapped up. Marissa, how did things go today?
Well, Faith, Ron, things went smoothly today, relatively speaking, of course. People had no choice. As per the city of Atlanta, they were forced to leave the old Wheat Street encampment. And as you can see, this is a total look down the street right here. It is completely cleared out. So they didn't have a choice. They had to leave, but they did have one choice, whether or not they wanted to go into a shelter today.
Wanted my own. Wanted to be able to say, this is my room or this is my house. That's what made me get on the bus. Change.
Gustry Hendricks was living in the homeless encampment on Old Wheat Street. Today, before the city cleared it out, he boarded a bus to the Welcome House, a shelter in downtown Atlanta. This is the second sweep the city organized through the encampment in the Sweet Auburn neighborhood. On January 16th, when the city tried to clear the encampment, a heavy-duty DPW machine killed Cornelius Taylor, who was still inside one of the tents on the street. A nonprofit now operating in his name, the Justice for Cornelius Taylor Coalition, helped the remaining people get off the street and into the shelters today.
He shed his blood for this moment. He gave his life for this moment. I truly believe that God can bring something great out of a tragedy.
The Taylor family attorney spoke on their behalf as removal efforts were underway.
The efforts that they have made over the last 7 months to turn what was a crime scene into a place of hope and care and love.
The coalition says they were able to help about 25 people willing to move into the shelter before the DPW crews came in. As for Gus, he's thankful for a place to rest his head tonight.
That's over. Thank God.
The coalition tells me that the people that did want to go into shelters today signed up for it weeks ago. However, they did have some additional people who wanted to sign up for that today, and they were able to make room for them in some of the shelters and even in one of the motels in the area. Reporting live, Marissa Sarback for 11 Alive News.
All right, Marissa, thanks a lot for the update. We should also point out the city officials telling 11 Alive they did work with the nonprofit organizations to help remove the people from that encampment. Atlanta police had the streets shut down for a majority of the day, during that removal process.